Landmines and jellyfish, welcome back to Knives, I guess, and don't go see Dr. Acula. All he does is take blood from your neck. So, I was trawling through YouTube trying to find something interesting to watch, and Terry's Knives and Man Stuff had an open tag for Wayback Wednesday, and he was showing off some old knives. So, I thought to myself, I've got a few old ones that I can show off that no one's seen on the channel before. So here we are. And one of the first things we're going to look at isn't one of the old knives necessarily, because I couldn't tell you when it was made, but the Opinel number 8, and I'm pretty sure most of us know what this is, and it's the lightweight little guy. You pop it open, and you twist the lock, and it's locked open. Very, very cool design, and I will say these things are great little knives. It's just the lock on this one's extra stiff, and if you sharpen these right, they become absolute scalpels. They are nuts when they're sharpened. But what does this want to be when it grows up? A Cold Steel Twistmaster. Check this thing out. And this is a Cold Steel pocket sword with the same locking mechanism. You twist the lock right here, and it locks. And this thing is extremely cool. And this came from my uncle's collection like the rest of the knives I'm going to show you. That's why I have these old knives. But look, Cold Steel pocket sword. Like, I can two-hand this handle. This is nuts. I love this thing. And I think this was made somewhere around 1994. I'm not 100% on that, but I know they stopped making them a long time ago, and they're uncommon now, and they're fairly valuable. Of course, fairly valuable in better shape than this one. This is how my uncle had it when he passed away. I'm pretty sure he did what I was doing when I had knives, and just carrying them out in the field while he was working, and beat on it, because at that point in time, it wasn't necessarily an uncommon rarity. But I don't carry this one, mostly because I don't want to lose it. You know, and I don't want to clean it up and take away how he left it, so this is how it sits. But, you know, Cold Steel Twistmaster. It is a grown-up Opinel on steroids. Absolutely ridiculous. And I love me a good Cold Steel pocket sword. So this being old, rare, and a Cold Steel pocket sword just tickles my inner dork so much. The next thing I'm going to show you is going to be this Gerber Mark I Guardian. And this is a dagger. This is the early 70s version. Or the early 80s version, my apologies, early 80s. The late 70s version had a green handle and different blade steel. This is a 440 series. But these things are also quite uncommon, and they're fairly valuable. I've seen these pushing like $250. And this one's still in good shape. He really didn't beat on this one, and I'm not sure why. I think it was one of those things he carried as a self-defense tool and not a working tool, because, you know, he always had something on him. He was always ready to go if something happened. And this is just one of those mini examples. And this thing is very cool. I had it for a long time. I got it kind of a box of knives from his stuff when he passed away. And they asked if I wanted them. I'm like, hell yeah. And I got what I could. And I'm glad I did, because stuff like this is just really cool. Like, he also has a whole bunch of really cheap knives of unknown provenance. I don't know where they came from, who made them. I just know they've been around for a few years and beaten on pretty heavily. But this thing is extremely cool, and, you know, I like having it. I keep it in a drawer. Like, I don't have any reason to carry this. I don't do fixed blades, because where I work, how I work, and how I live, I don't have a use for them. Like, they become more of an inconvenience than they're worth, because I'm a concrete cowboy. Like, I do folding knives because those work for what I need a knife to do. But we have one more for you, and this is a Zeitler 77 bayonet. And these things were made in the 60s for the Austrian military. And there were a lot of blanks floating around, and this was a blank. It didn't have the black coating that they put on those when they finished them off for the military, and they had a black handle on them. I found this blank in the box of stuff, and I got bored. This is about the time that I did the work on this knife and this knife. I did these, was like, I want to do something else. So I made a handle for this thing, and I spent like hours and hours and hours working on this, getting it fitted up, and I just basically made this comfortable for my hand specifically, so that if I ever needed something like this I knew was going to be in my hand comfortably, and it wasn't going anywhere. This is a piece of oak, and I put some polish on it and hit it with the buffing wheel, and it shined up, but later on it hazed out and faded like this. And honestly, I don't want to mess with it anymore. I like it how it is, and this is just a piece of work that I did that I'm actually kind of proud of, and it's really cool. But this is just an old bayonet that I converted into a fixed blade, and really a fighting knife, even though I don't know how to knife fight. And if I ever got in that situation, either I'd freeze, start swinging, or run, and there's no telling which one you're going to get until it's too late. But, so these are my old knives for way back Wednesday. I think they're all pretty cool. You know, and I didn't realize I had these for the longest time until I went and started digging around to try to find out what they were and all that happy stuff. But that's my way back Wednesday. This is an open tag, so if you are so inclined, do a video, show off some of your old stuff. Tag me in it so I can watch it, though. Like, I'm going to tag Terry, and so he knows that I saw it and did something. But, as always, I'm going to plug the sub. We're working our way towards 1,000 slowly. And thank you so much for watching. And for the guys that are commenting, you're making it better for me. So, thank you as well. But, y'all have a nice day.